Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do another get to know me video. So today what we're going to talk about is buyer's regret. It's not really buyer's regret because I don't regret buying the things that I've bought, but I want to talk about my relationship with money. Excuse me. I got it from here. If I could edit, I would edit myself tapping myself on the shoulder. I am here to kind of fill in the gaps of the story that I was telling previously. I kind of went off the rails on a different subject, and I want to jump in, and I'm going to be interceding and interjecting in certain parts to add more information and to put myself back on track. I grew up in a home with not a lot of money and not a lot of resources. So my money mindset comes from lack and poverty. Not that we were impoverished, but that was the mindset that I had. We also didn't learn a whole lot about money when we were younger, so we had to learn as we went along. I looked at money as something that was scarce and very limited. It was not an infinite resource in my mind. And I thought like $5 was a whole lot of money. I thought $1 was a whole lot of money. I did not think that, $5 was dispensable. Like, oh, I can spend $5 on whatever I want. I can spend $1 on whatever I want. I was very narrow-minded on money. I was coupon clipping as much as I could. I was chasing deals. I did not buy anything name brand, whether it was food, clothes, cleaning supplies. I went to Dollar Tree a lot. I tried to save money and pinch pennies everywhere I could. I thought that buying things that I wanted was a waste of money. And essentially what I learned over time is that way of thinking was feeling like I didn't deserve anything because I was poor. I don't deserve to get something that I want because I can't afford it. I can't spend $1 at Dollar Tree to get a piece of makeup because this dollar could go towards something that I need. My favorite scripture to quote at the time, and I said it all the time, is silver and gold have I none, but such as I have I give unto you. And that is from Acts 3:6. And to me, it meant like, I don't have money, but I can share my time with you. I can share a conversation with you, but don't ask me for money because I don't have it. If you know anything about money, that is a bad money mindset to say all the time. So I had to learn to stop saying I don't have money or that I need money, because if you continue to say those things, it will ring true. And I will always need money for something. Even if I have a lot of money, if I continue to say that, I'm always going to need money for something. My brain will look for things to need money for. So I had to learn to change my mindset on that. It was wasting time to save money was causing insecurities and lack of trust in not only my surroundings, but in my partner. I questioned everything he did, every move that he made. I was very tense about it and very insecure financially secure. I did not feel financially secure. Even when we started to make more money, I was very anxious and nervous about the money that was being spent. And my husband believes in enjoying the money that he works hard for. Along the years, we've learned and we grew together. We became stable. We both got education. We both got jobs. My husband has a career. My career is staying at home. I do have a graphic design degree, and I have done graphic design since I graduated. And so with that being said, now we have adult money. It's not adult money. We have adult money, period. But I still have a childish mindset with money. Now, this is the part that no one talks about. How do you go from not having any money to making a good living? And what does that do to your mind state? So that feeling is so different. And if you don't do the work, you can wind up in a really bad situation. You have to change your mindset. You have to develop your mind for the money that's coming, that you know is coming, that you want to come. So before you get it, you have to do the work. This is how celebrities who all of a sudden come into a whole bunch of money end up in a whole lot of debt and end up losing everything that they had and they worked for, because they didn't do the work before they got the money, before they became famous. They just jumped into it head first. And that feeling from having nothing to having something, it kind of blinds you. The only thing you really start to think about is all the things that you never had and all the things you were never able to buy. And you want to like prove to yourself that you can do it. And so you just like kind of go on a spending spree. And so that's what I did. I bought whatever I want, how much of it I wanted. I splurged everywhere. And I did that for a good period of time. And this is the topic of the video, the main point of the video. Not I regret it, but I wish I didn't do that. It's like that money blinds you. It blinds you from all the fear and anxiety that you had before, and it blinds you to the future and planning for the future. It gives you a sense of security and safety, and that's what financial freedom does. But if you don't do the work to make sure that you're ready for financial freedom, you can end up in a worse spot than you were before, or right back to where you were. That safety and security is just an illusion, because it could be stripped from you just as easily as it can. There is a way that you can enjoy your money and be smart with it. And I was not being smart with it. And so there are a lot of things that I gathered, a lot of things. And now I feel like I'm overwhelmed by all of these things. And I don't have investments. I don't have a bigger save. Like I want my savings to be bigger than what it is. Now these are minor things that can be changed, but without acknowledging it, it won't be changed. This is what's been happening to me in the past few years, where not in all of a sudden come into money, but I started to make more money as we progressed in life. But the effect is still the same, going from not having money to having money. I had like a whole list on my internet tabs on my phone. I had on Apple, you could separate them into different categories. So I had a category just for all the things that I wanted to buy. And if I got money, all the things that I would buy if I came into money. And so I went onto that list and I just started buying things. And Holo Taco was on that list. And we're going to get more into that in a minute. But I just was buying, trying to fill almost like a void. We call it healing our inner child. I'm being general here. But indulging in these childish behaviors and feeling good, I did not stop to think, was this the right thing to do? I didn't take time to consider if it's something I really wanted or really would enjoy in the long run. It caught my eye and I bought it. I'm realizing I did not want all of this. If I would have taken the time to stop and think about what I was purchasing, then I would still have things that I want and enjoy, but I would have less things that I'm like, why did I buy that? Why did I get that? What am I going to do with this? I know what I wanted to do with it at the time, but I was not being realistic about it. It kind of felt good to have cool things, regardless if I was going to use it or not. Eventually, I started to realize that I no longer had the filter of fear and anxiety stopping me from buying things and giving me something to think about before I bought anything. I wasn't worried about anything anymore, and so it didn't matter. I didn't have to stop myself, and I just bought things. And the biggest thing that I spent my money on, and this is what kind of woke me up to what was going on, was Holo Taco. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Holo Taco. I love all the nail polish that I have, and I'm learning to enjoy all of the nail polish that I have. But if you watch my Holo Taco review, then you'll see that there were some polishes that I was kind of disappointed in. And it wasn't the fault of the polish or Holo Taco themselves. It was my fault for just buying. So I found myself giving into the hype of Holo Taco because I was already in the community. I had already been following Christine. And I kind of talked about this in a previous video that I do love the community and I love being in the community. So when she launched her nail polish, of course I wanted to be a part of that. But I couldn't at the time that she launched it. But when I did get money, I dove headfirst all in. That caused me to buy polishes sometimes knowing that I wouldn't enjoy it, knowing that it wasn't my favorite. But because it was limited edition or it was a birthday polish or it had a cool name, I got it anyway. I felt like I couldn't miss out. I couldn't be the one to miss out. And there's a word for that, and it's FOMO. And FOMO is a real thing. And as someone who suffers with anxiety already, that fear can really kick my butt. And I had to learn that about myself. And buying Holo Taco taught me that. Luckily, I was able to recognize that I was being persuaded by a different kind of fear. And this is why it's so important that you get to know yourself and you learn how you operate so you can recognize your own triggers. Paying attention to yourself is what helps you learn the lessons life is trying to teach you. Now, I didn't come out on the other end of this saying I should never buy a Holo Taco, I should never buy anything that makes me happy, because that was an old mindset. And it's not to go back to the old mindset or to go drastically in the other direction, which is what tends to happen. It's to find balance in the middle. It's good to buy things that you enjoy. When it starts to create anxiety, fear, when it starts to become overwhelming and it no longer feels good, that's when we need to stop and slow down. We need to evaluate what's going on. When I bought that first polish that I knew I wasn't going to like, I didn't even bat an eye about it. I was in the system, I was in the hype, so it didn't even occur to me that this was a problem. When I got the second one, I recognized that it happened again, but again, I didn't think about it really and I kept going. It wasn't until the third time where I was like, why do I keep buying polishes I know I'm not going to like? That yes, I'm buying something I love, but I'm not really enjoying it. And I'm not feeling good about it anymore. I did learn a lot about money and about myself in this time period. So this is where I am in my life now, where I do have more money. We make more money. We have enough money to live comfortably. And even every day now, like, I want to learn about finances so that we are being smart with our money and we are not wasting it in other ways that we don't know about. And so one of the things that I'll be working on my channel is finances and learning finances and learning how to grow my money in a better way, how to utilize my money in a better way, and how to enjoy my money as well. So if you're interested in stuff like that, you can follow me. I will be making videos on the things that I learned. If I'm doing the work, I feel like I should share it. Because not all of us have somebody to talk to. Not all of us have people who know. And so I will be your big sister and share the knowledge that I'm gaining with you. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell notification. Go ahead and like this video if you like this video. If you have any bad habits with money, let me know. We could talk about it in the comments. If you have any advice for making better habits and creating better habits with money, let me know down in the comments. I'm thinking about making a Discord so that when we come together on things like this, we can have a place where we can just kind of talk and help each other out, because I know that there are people out there who are in the same mindset that I was back then and don't know how to get to this point. I'm going to end it here. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye. Also, excuse me if you could hear my daughter. She is right here with her tablet. She does not want to leave my side, and I got to do the work. Can you go sit down right there? Sit. Why are you standing up? You don't have to leave. You can stay right there. Okay. I'm mad the laundry is making more noise than the baby. The one time the baby's quiet, I got some other noise. And my husband needs the laundry done to go to work, so I can't turn it off. Sit down right there. Can you draw me a picture? Yeah, draw me a picture. When I got the second one, I recognized that it happened. I recognized that it happened. Can I finish? I'm almost done. No. I'm almost done. You gonna say something? You say hello?